Welcome back to All Baddies Got a Story. Welcome, welcome. I had to come on here and do my live. I didn't get a chance to do my live yesterday. I got caught up with a lot of different stuff going on. And I had met a new person that I was kind of hanging with and getting to know. So it kind of took me, it distracted me, is what I'll say. It distracted me. But it was worth it. Real cool person. Um, so I had to get my live in tonight, regardless of what's going on, because that's just how I roll. But I don't know. I'm like on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? You know how when you feel something is not right, or maybe you notice something, or maybe your intuition is telling you something. Do you know what I mean? Like your intuition is telling you that somebody is looking at you or watching you, or like somebody could be, there are people out there who do really evil things, right? And so you always have to be aware of your surroundings. And you always have to peep everybody out that comes into your vicinity. Always, always. Um, it's a form of protection. My Aunt Kim taught me that always be aware of your surroundings. And so she taught me that from a really young age. And so I always peep stuff. You know what I mean? So when something looks a little weird, I'm just usually on guard. I have to be on guard anyway, though, y'all. You know, I have to be the masculine and the feminine, right? So I have to be on guard anyway. But I wanted to get my live in. Hi. I wanted to get my live in today because I didn't get a chance to. I ran across a video of rock and roll legend Tina Turner. Love Tina Turner. Who doesn't love Tina Turner, right? But I ran across this video of her talking about her mother. Her mother's name is Velma Bullock. And what she said about her mother, I actually posted a short not too long ago, so you guys can check it out and listen to the story for yourself. But what she said about her mother was that her mother didn't like her. Tina Turner, rock and roll legend Tina Turner, in this video said her mother wasn't a kind woman. She said her mother didn't like her, didn't love her. Her mother hated her. And she said her mother didn't start paying her real attention, or didn't start, I guess, pretending like she cared about her until she became famous and rich, right? And then Tina Turner said that she bought her mom whatever she wanted, right? She said because it's her mother, right? And a lot of people might say, well, if your own mother hates you, dislikes you, didn't want you, don't want to be around you, or whatever, why would you buy her everything, right? And Tina Turner's answer was, well, it's my mom. It was my mother. It was my mother. Basically, she was still seeking validity from her mom. She was still seeking love from her mom. What's crazy is that a lot of people do that. A lot of people seek love from their parents that don't love them, And there are parents out there who will say, oh, I love my kids. Yes, I do. But love and unconditional love is two different things. And I think people get that confused. You can love your kid, yes, but a lot of times parents love their kids with conditions. A lot of times parents love their kids if they do this, or if they say that, or if they act like them. You know what I mean? They don't just fully accept the child for who they are, which is unconditional love, right? And so Tina Turner said in the video, my mom didn't want me, didn't like me, hated me, but she wanted my success. That's what she said. She said her mother wanted her success. And so when she said that, that told me right from the bat that Tina Turner's mother was jealous and envious of her daughter. She was jealous and envious of her daughter because she probably became something that she probably wanted to become, right? Her daughter was knocking down all these goals and hitting all the, gaining all these accolades and doing all these wonderful, amazing things, but she was doing it despite of all the fucking demons in her life. Her husband, Ike Turner, right? She met her husband, she was still a virgin. She was still a virgin. Ike Turner took her virginity, right? And she thought this man loved her. She thought the man loved her, right? And he loved her, right, in his own way, but he had some damn issues, right? And you wonder how she could get into a relationship like that with Ike Turner, right? But look at what happened with her mom. She didn't even speak on her dad. She just spoke on her mom. Look, because her grandma raised her. Basically, her grandma raised her. But look what happened with her mom. So if you grew up with knowing that your mom didn't want you, or you grew up, not feeling completely loved by your mom or whatever, and so you have that emotional abuse, those abandonment wounds and all of that, and then you get with this guy who shows his interest in you, right? And he turns out to be just like your mom. The only difference is that he's putting his hands on you physically, right? I mean, he's still doing the emotional abuse and all of that stuff, but he's putting his hands on you physically, right? And so it was really sad watching that video, because she was elderly in the video, right? Tina Turner was elderly in the video. And when she spoke about her mom, her voice cracked, which let me know that she didn't heal from it. She didn't fully heal from the pain that her mother caused her. But she said she gave her everything. I don't know if maybe she was trying to buy her mom's love. Sometimes you can do that. Sometimes you can do it unknowingly, right? Like you feel like, well, if I give my mom everything that she's ever wanted, now that I can do it, maybe that'll make her love me. It probably enabled her mother to be even more the way she was, in my personal opinion, right? It probably enabled her mother to be more the way she was, because she's like, oh, this is my daughter. She wants me to love her. She'll do anything for me. She'll give anything to me. And I could still treat her like shit, right? I could still make her feel she's Tina Turner, right? This rock legend. The whole world loves her. And I'm the only one that can make her feel like this. And maybe her mother basked in that. Maybe she reveled in that she was the only one that could break her down to that. Well, her and Ike, right? So I don't know. That was really deep, y'all. I don't know if it's it must be a documentary or something on it, because I only ran across the short, and the short was enough for me to produce my own short out of it and come on here and talk about it, because it really bothered me. It really, really bothered me. And some people, you know what? Because I thought about it. I said, if I was in Tina Turner's shoes and I knew my mom hated me and didn't love me and, emotionally abused me, verbally abused me, would I provide for her, right? Like Tina Turner did her mom. And the fastest answer that came to my head was, yes, I would. I would. Tina Turner said, she's my mother. And in my head, that's what I would be saying. She's my mother, right? Like, she brought me into this world, She didn't have to, but she did. And you still love your parent, no matter how they treat you, right? You still love your parent. So I would 1000% provide the same kind of lifestyle for my mother that Tina Turner provided for her mother, because it's my mother, right? What I wouldn't do, though, that Tina Turner did, is give the same amount of time, energy, and effort of my person to my mother. Does that make sense? Tina Turner, even though she gave her mother everything and her mother hated her and still treated her like shit, she still allowed her mother to be in her energy field. She still allowed her mother to probably call her every day, or she still allowed her to be there, probably going on vacations and coming to each other's houses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Me, that's what I would not have done. I would not have done the vacations, right? I would not have done let's hang out all the time, right? I would not, because my thing is, if you hate me and you don't unconditionally love me and you treat me like shit, you know what I'm saying? Then why would I want to be around someone that makes me feel like shit? Right? You would say that about anybody, right? Whether it be a boss, a coworker, a friend, a stranger, anybody, right? If somebody is treating you like shit and makes you feel like shit, why would you want to continue to be around that? It's interesting, though, because there are some people that will continue to be around something like that. Somebody can treat a person like total shit, and there are some people that will still hold on to the person because maybe the person doesn't have enough self-love for themselves to love themselves enough to walk away. Maybe, self-love, that sums up a lot of stuff, right? Self-esteem, self-awareness, self-consciousness. If you don't have enough self-love for yourself, of self, then you will accept anything, right? That's not what I would have accepted. Yes, I would have provided the lifestyle for my mom. It's my mom. I love my mom. And like Tina Turner said, my mom didn't have a husband. She didn't have anybody. She was alone. So I wanted to be there for her. Absolutely. Absolutely. You ain't gonna want to see your mama out on the street. Some mamas wouldn't mind seeing their kids out on the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. But me personally, I wouldn't want to see my mama out on the street. Like I'm not the type of person where it gives me joy, like in my heart, to see another person like doing horrible. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I was rich and famous like Tina Turner, there's no way in the world I would drive past my mother on the street corner. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Because I'm like, yeah, she may not like me, but seeing her like that hurts me. It hurts me. And this woman gave birth to me. Why in the world would I? I'm rich and famous. I can have anything I want. What would it be to me to put her up in her own house, give her a car, and make sure her bills is paid every day? What is that to me? I'm rich. What is that to me? But what I won't do is continue to be around you all the time so you can continue to hurt my feelings. That's what I won't do. I won't do that. So I understand why Tina Turner still took care of her mother, because I would have did the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Yes, I would. Yes, I will. Right? But I'm not going to stick around to let you hurt me like that. And some parents don't understand that. Like, it's so crazy because a picture bespeaks 1,000 words, but never tells the full story. From the pictures of the little short, the documentary that Tina Turner had, in every picture, her mother is smiling, grabbing Tina's face like, oh, that's my baby, hugging her. And in the pictures, you would never, ever think that her mother hated her. Never. Her mama put on a real good face, didn't she? She put on a real good face, didn't she? If you look at that, look at the short that I posted, y'all, after this live. Look at the short and look at those pictures. You're going to be like, what? Her mother hated her? She don't seem like she hated her in these pictures. Her mother put a real good face on. Maybe she wanted to be a Hollywood movie star. She could have, the way she played them parts in them damn pictures. Had everybody fooled. Had everybody fooled. You know? People would never believe that her mother hated her. Because, well, you guys always seem like you get along. Look at the pictures. Look how she looks like she adores you. Tina Turner says something different. Completely different. It's because her mom put on the mask for the public. She probably would have been a real good actress. She probably wanted to be a Hollywood actress, a movie star. She probably, like Tina said, she wanted my success. She wanted to be her daughter. She wanted to be in her daughter's shoes. She wanted to take her daughter's place. She wanted all her daughter's talents, gifts, skills, abilities. She wanted her daughter's life. And Tina probably felt, well, I'll give her the life to match my life. But it still wasn't good enough. The superficial shit, it still wasn't good enough. Because she wasn't Tina. Which also tells me that mama, did she know who she was? Did she lose herself halfway through life? Why are you trying to be your daughter? And why are you not being who you are? Who are you? What's also crazy is Tina Turner rich and famous? That means her mama could have went and pursued whatever she wanted. She had no concerns, no worries, no nothing. She could have went and pursued anything she wanted, right? On her daughter's dime, because she was paying for it. And you still hated your daughter. Instead of taking the time to figure out you and where you want to be and what you want to do, instead you sat back and enjoyed all of the money and the jewels and the homes and the cars and the limelight off of your daughter and still hated her for it. That's some deep shit, y'all. It reminded me of Oprah Winfrey's story, because Tina Turner basically said the same thing. She said, yeah, my mother, when I became rich and famous, her mother got real happy then. She got real happy, right? She got real happy and wanted to be around her. Oprah Winfrey said the same thing. My mother treated me like shit until I became famous. Then it's, oh, that's my daughter. That's my daughter. She's like, when she didn't acknowledge her ass before. What is with these moms? What is, you know what it probably is? A lot of moms, because they're human, right? Human, ain't nobody perfect. A lot of moms have dreams and goals, right? And they probably wanted to fulfill certain dreams and goals, probably before they got married, probably before they had kids, stuff like that. And maybe they never got to achieve certain things, right? The things that they wanted to always achieve. And then they have this baby, right? That grows up and achieves more than they could have ever fathomed, right? For even themselves, right? And they just looking at this child that came from them achieving all these wonderful, great things. And instead of praising the child and unconditionally loving the child, and you hate the child. You hate the child for it, and then only show them attention or act like you interested when they become rich and famous, and then you still hate them even though they're giving you everything. The mama don't like themselves, or they're mad because they didn't get a chance to fulfill the things that their own kid fulfilled. If I was Tina Turner mama, I would have been like, I made that. I created that. That came out of this right here. That came out of me. You know what I mean? That's my baby. Look at my baby go. And her mom could have did some stuff too. She could have did stuff on her daughter's dime, but she spent the time hating her. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. But anyway, let me see what y'all saying in these comments. Hey, y'all. Hey, all y'all. Hey. What to do if your knee hurts? Rub it. My knee hurt not too long ago. I had a knee little injury, and I was just rubbing it and resting it and stuff, and it got better. Mate just accepted all. It hurts a lot. It does. Command the pain to go away. Your foot, everything hurts. Pro player, you're a pro. Your foot and everything hurt. What were you doing? Dishwasher? Who a cute looking dishwasher? Maybe she was honoring her mother regardless. Well, she was honoring her mother because she was giving her everything. That was her way of honoring her. That was her way of honoring her, saying, and she clearly wanted the love of her mother that she just never got. So am I a woman or trans? You decide, okay? I actually met a trans person the other day. Well, obviously I meet trans people anyway, but this one in particular has an amazing voice. And I told her, I said, you need to do something with your voice because you are amazing. So I got a number because I'm like, we need to stay connected, okay? Just in case, you just never know. People need to stop having kids. Well, people aren't going to stop having kids. People are not going to stop having kids. The saying goes, hurt people, and hurt people have kids. And when hurt people have kids, they end up hurting their kids, right? Sometimes they hurt them a little bit. Sometimes they hurt them a lot. Sometimes they kill them. Just speaking facts, right? Because that's how damaged the parent is, right? So my dad would say stuff like, well, at least I didn't kill you, which I guess is true in hindsight, right? Sexy lips. Thank you. I love my lips too. Girl, where you at? I'm scared I might see some weird creatures run up from behind you. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, maybe. Well, you let me know, okay, if you see somebody from behind, just warn me. Can I take you on a date and change your life? You are so beautiful. I'm a millionaire. We'll get your kids back too. How you know? So you've been following me? Because if you've been following me, then that's the only way you would know about my kids. You want to help me get my kids? You want to help me find my kids? I would love for you to help me find my kids. I would love for anybody to help me find my kids. Because it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I have a lot of information on my community tab. I have a GoFundMe page. It's links in the different posts that I have on my community tab to a GoFundMe for me to get a lawyer to help me find my kids because I don't know how else to do it without an attorney or whatever. So that would be beautiful, actually, if you could help me do that. That would be a good way to put your money to good use since you're a millionaire. And if you're serious, seriously contact me, right? Seriously connect with me. Don't know, but what that mouth do? This mouth eats food and drinks beverages, and that's it. That's it. Oh, and talks like I'm talking to y'all now. You're so pretty. Thank you very much. I miss my parents. I miss seeing my parents too. I haven't seen them in a really long time. I miss seeing my parents too. I don't know if your parents are passed. If they are, my condolences to you. Oh, my dad died. I missed him so much. I'm sorry to hear that. That's evil if she did that. It is evil. She said her mother wasn't kind. Some people are just not kind, or just not kind, good people, and they're that way for some reason. Maybe Tina Turner's mom, what's crazy though? See, I don't want to say that because Tina Turner's mom's mom raised Tina, right? So did she get it? Did Tina Turner's mother get that kind of behavior from her own mother? And if so, then how was she able to raise Tina Turner? So maybe she didn't get it from her own mother. Maybe she got it from somewhere else. I don't know. The Tina Turner grandmama raised her. I think that's why I talk about my grandma so much. Not that my mom wasn't around, but my mom had me and my brother when she was young, right? And so when you're young, you still kind of want to hang out with your friends. You still want to, do what you want to do, right? You still want to be young and do what you do. So I was always, left with either my grandmother or my, I call her my auntie, even though she was my cousin, Annie Doris, or my cousin Vet, or, I was always left with other people, I was with my mom, but like I said, she was young. She had my brother when she was 17. She had me when she was like, 20, 21. So she was young. She wanted to party, party hardy, like my cousin Used to always say. So it is what it is, you know. The happier they appear, the more suspicious people should be. You think so? You think so? Maybe, I guess. I mean, I'm a pretty happy, positive person, but when I, get heated, I also don't mind showing that part of me. And if I'm sad, I also don't mind showing that part. I don't mind showing different layers of me. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I would say that I'm a pretty upbeat, positive person. And I think it's because I've learned, right? Like, I've learned that there are people like Tina Turner's mom. You know what I mean? I learned that there are people like Tina Turner's mom in this world, and it took me a while to learn that. It took me a while to understand that, because like Tina Turner thought, right? This is how Tina Turner thought when she was giving her mom the world and giving her everything, which is normal for a child to want to do that for their parent. I thought that if you were just nice to people, that they would be nice to you. That's a crock of shit. That is like such a crock of shit. I used to think that, like, I was that naive. Oh, well, if you're just nice to people and you're kind to people and you love people, well, they're just going to reciprocate the same thing to you. I had to learn that the hard way, and I did. Whew, did I ever learn that the hard way? I learned it the hard way. And you really wake up when you get tired of being hurt. You really wake up to it when you just get tired of being hurt all the time, right? So, and then you start erecting boundaries, right? And creating distance and doing things like that, right? And that's stuff that people that like to hurt people, that's what they don't like. They don't like the boundaries because then they can't walk all over you, right? They can't treat you like shit, right? Because you have these boundaries up, you have these walls up. They don't like that shit. They would prefer you not have that, right? But yeah, I learned it the hard way. I was very naive, very gullible, and that's how I thought. And I think Tina Turner thought the same way. Well, if I just, keep loving my mom, even though she hates me, even if I just keep giving her everything, even though she hates me, if I just keep, just keep on being the light for her because she's so dark, it'll be okay. And her mom was still dark. And she probably enabled her even more to be that way because she kept giving of herself so much to her. Providing is one thing. Giving of your time, your energy, and all of that stuff, that's quite another thing. If you don't like being hurt, it's something you might want to think about. A lot of people are distancing themselves from their parents. I'm not advocating that, and I'm not saying that that's something that anybody should do that's in my chat room right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at all. But sometimes your parent can hurt you to the point where you have to distance yourself. And a lot of times they don't understand that, right? They don't understand it. I don't know how they couldn't understand it, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your heart. You have to do what's best for your peace. You know what I mean? It's not to say that you won't ever speak again and you won't ever be around each other again, but you know what makes you feel better in the moment, right? And if it's not communicating or, because the closest people to you are the ones that can hurt you the most, right? Motherfuckers that's not that close to you, I mean, sometimes people that's not close to you can still hurt you. I've seen it happen. I've seen people who aren't even like really close to people, but if somebody will say something to them and they'll just believe it, like, oh, you use a stinking bee, or just talk crap to them, and they just like, oh, and I'm just like, well, why are you so busted up over it? Y'all cool like that? No, we're not really cool, but what they said to me, I'll be like, fuck what they said to you. I'm sorry. At least they let you know who they are and how they are. Now stay the fuck away from them. That's how I roll. You know what I mean? Because people will pretend to like you all day and then throw underhanded comments or underhanded, digs or whatever to try to shake up your energy and try to fuck you up. And you just be like, did it make you feel good to do that? Did that help your soul in any way did it, what did that just do for you? I mean, you know, you don't literally have to say that, but you know, you could think it like, did that make you feel good? Did it make you feel good? And then they get mad when the shit don't, like, if you're not reacting the way they thought you were going to react, then they get mad. Like, damn, I thought that was going to break her soul. I thought it was going to crush her very existence. You know what I mean? And you just be like, child. You don't think much of yourself, do you? you know, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, y'all. Dance. I like to dance. I can dance too. You know, I would think about sometimes dancing like for the camera, but I'm like, why would I do that? It's not like I'm a professional dancer or anything, you know, but I could dance. These moms are abnormal. They are not what most people grew up with. I mean, what most people grew up with, well, Tina Turner is from back in the day. Tina Turner's from back in the day. And so I think we're judging new mothers nowadays because everything is publicized. Everything is digital. Everything is on the internet. Everybody got phones. So you can see everything clearly. Just because back in the day you couldn't see it doesn't mean it was happening. Clearly it was happening. Look at what Tina Turner said. Clearly it was happening. Look at what Oprah said about her mother. And they what, Oprah is in her, what, 60s or 70s right now? Do you know what I'm saying? So clearly it's still the same thing happening. It's just more publicized now. A lot of people think, like, always say that, oh, the back in the day and this and that and this and that. Now I will say some things back in the day I do wish were more relevant today or more prevalent today, right? Like, I wish we didn't have to use our phones as much, and I wish we weren't always had our faces in computers, and I wish kids would get together and go and ride bikes more, and you know what I mean, instead of just kind of being in their phone, or do you know what I mean? Like, go outside and play, you know, go and get that good air and, you know, be in nature. And I know that there are a lot of kids that still do that, because you'll hear a lot of people say, well, I don't let my kids watch TV, or they have to be a certain age until they watch TV, right? Or I don't let my kid have a TV in their room. It'll be in a common area so I can monitor what they're watching, right? So, you know, so there are some old school parents that still believe in some old school things. I'm not old, but I believe in some old school methods. And I definitely believe in old school music. So, you know, people always crack up because they'll hear me listening to certain music and they'll be like, how old are you? Like, you are not that old. Why are you listening to that? It's like, because that's the good stuff. Like, I listen to music like as far back from the 20s, the 30s and up. I usually cap it like in the 90s, because, you know, after the 90s or the early 2000s, I don't know what happened. Or I do know what happened. Actually, I do know what happened, okay? But anyway, we won't get into that because that's a different topic. You talking about Tina Turner mother? Yes, child. And I recently put a short out with her speaking on her mom. So it's the clip is connected to it. You should check it out. Stretching what? I'm all women. Yes, I am. What do I look like? So what do I look like to y'all? Y'all funny. It's immoral to have children. It's a continuation of the suffering. Thank you for liking. Thank you. I appreciate that. And everybody else, if you like the video, please, or if you're enjoying the video, please like it, share it so other people can see it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to All Baddies Got a Story. Check out my other featured channels, like my artistry channel at that girl Shanda. If you like original spoken word, original music, I also sing on there. I write my original songs. Check it out. If you like it, subscribe. I have a podcast with almost 300 episodes. The link is in the profile. You should click on it and check it out. I also have some episodes in my podcast playlist folder on this channel, All Baddies Got a Story. Check it out. Why? I didn't ignore your beautiful comments. What do you mean? I just read it. So when I'm talking, I'm looking at the camera because I want you to feel like I'm looking at you. Don't you want my individual eyes on you, my individual attention on you? Right? So when I'm looking at the camera, I want you to feel like I'm looking at you. If I'm looking down, then I'm not, you know, You don't get the eye contact. So I'm trying to give you eye contact. Okay. What happened? How you lose your kids? My ex stole my kids, child. My ex ran off with my kids. So, but it's a long story, but I have a lot of videos on this channel that talk about it. I also have my playlist folder titled Winter and Laker. So it's some videos in there. Those are my kids' names. There's some videos in there. I also have evidence on my community tab so that you can read the evidence. So all you gotta do is scroll down. There's a link, like a GoFundMe link in there. I'm trying to get an attorney and stuff. So, but the information is all on the channel, y'all. Y'all just have to look at the videos and, you know, to get abreast of what's going on. Trolls are everywhere. If you miss your parents, go see them. It's not that easy. I wish it was that easy, but my situation is not easy right now. So I can't just pick up and go the way I would like to. Not anymore anyway. Hopefully I'll get back to being able to do that. Well, I know I will. It's just definitely been a journey and a challenge for sure. But I know a lot of obstacles have been purposely put in my way, like on purpose to hinder me. You know, man-made obstacles. Man makes obstacles. That's why it's called man obstacles. People will put boulders in your way for you to jump over. People will do things to hinder your employment. People will do that. Like, I mean, it's not a joke, y'all. People are out here in these streets really like trying to cripple people in every sense of the word. Whether they're messing with your employment, which is basically messing with your livelihood, because if you mess with somebody's employment, you're fucking with their livelihood, meaning that you want them to like be on the street, like you want them to, do you know what I'm saying? And that's happened to me a lot in different like employment places or whatever. You know, it's things happen. I hate to hear you can't find your children. My God, that's not good at all. No, it's not. I've been doing a lot of posting on Facebook like recently. I was trying to handle it in private, like on my own. I don't really like talking about it, and I don't like delving into it for a long period of time because it's a hurtful situation and I have to move forward with my life and do other things. And so sometimes you kind of have to back away from it and just kind of crack a joke or two, or, you know, back away from it and just kind of immerse yourself in other things. But it's always at the forefront of my heart and my mind. And that's why I speak out about it. And that's why I make a lot of videos about it. You know, because I'm hoping that somebody will be willing to help. Kind of like this dude that wherever he went, that said he was a millionaire and he wants to help me find my kids. I hope you're serious. I could use the help. Your teeth are so pretty. You think so? They're white. I will say that. They're white. There's some, I want to close up some gaps or whatever, but other than that, you know, they're white. They're okay. Are you homeless? I don't like using that word because I usually stay I lived where I worked for over a year. So I lived in like a motel for over a year, and I also worked there, right? So, and then something happened where I got kicked out, right? So shit happens. It's a long story. It's like a whole backstory to it, right? But I talk about it in video. I documented a lot of stuff that happened to me on this channel. So you would just have to go back and view the videos. And then most of the titles will say motel drama or my manager kicked me out or something like that. And so you'll be able to see it or whatever. But so that left me like this, right? And I usually always have multiple jobs, right, to sustain myself. And then one of my jobs that I had since April of 2022 fired me this year in March. But it was like a discrimination thing. And So I took it up, basically. I took up the case, basically, and it's proven that it was discrimination. So, you know, so, you know, baby steps, you know, but shit happens. People discriminate against you. People, you know, and I had transferred there and not even a month, like the manager was like, as soon as the manager saw me, she was like, oh God, oh no, you have to go, you know. I get it a lot from females. It's not like I'm not used to being treated a certain way by females. Um, Back in the day, I used to think something was wrong with me. I'm like, oh my God, like, why don't they like me, or why, you know? But then over time, I realized that there are just a lot of females that are just jealous of you. Like, and the fact that she didn't know me from a can of paint, she just looked at me and was like, oh God, like, no. You know what I mean? It was just like, so it must have been a look thing, you know? So, and then as she started seeing how efficient I was, and because I'm a veteran at what I was doing, you know, and I was driving the sales numbers up and everything, but, you know, it just kind of, it made her upset about that, you know. I guess it made her look a certain way. I don't know, you know. Yes, I do know. I'm gonna stop saying that. I do know. But what I do know is that when stuff happens to you that's not right, that's unfair, that's unjust, you have to stand up for yourself and you have to speak up and speak out, because if you don't, you enable the people that are harming you to continue doing it, and you enable the people to continue, you know, doing it to other people. So I spoke up and I spoke out, and I'm handling my business, you know. So, but as far as the homeless thing, I guess that's what you can call me. Yeah, I guess I may not have the face of it. I may not have the face. You know, I always make the joke, y'all. This is what I say. I say I have a real estate license, right? I'm a realtor. I have a real estate license in the state of California. I also had one in the state of Nevada, but when I came here, I had to go to school again, and, you know, take the state test and all that stuff again. So I always make the joke that I have a real estate license and no home. How strange is that? I've had homes. I bought homes when I was in Nevada, you know, like I've had homes, I bought homes, you know, but you know how your life can just, like I said, it can do this, right? It can do this. And so a lot of stuff that was done to me was purposely done. And I know that, but I'm not playing victim. I'm not going to dwell on it. And I'm not going to sit around and like complain and, you know, you made my life this way. I'm not going to do that. No. I feel like even though I'm in the situation that I'm in right now, I feel like I bettered myself because I went back to college. I went to college before and graduated with my BA in broadcast communications. But I went to college again out here in California. I went to the Los Angeles Film School, and I went for my science degree in music production. And I graduated in 2022. And at that time, I was in my truck, right? I went for my truck, and then I sold my truck to get like this massive RV, because I always, you know, I always dreamed of traveling around with my kids, right? And even though I still didn't know where my kids were, even now, right? I always have hope that I would find them and get them back. So I traded in my Dodge Durango. Not traded, I sold it and bought the RV. And the RV was like a house on wheels. It had a full kitchen, full bathroom. It had a living room with a pull-out couch, which was going to be where I slept. It had a bedroom with 2 twin beds, which would have been perfect for my twins. They're little, so it'd be perfect for them. And so I spoke to an attorney, like a free consultation, and she told me, she was like, yeah, you know, as long as you have all the basics for them, you can, that's fine. And you can travel around and with them. And because I'm a realtor, right? And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I'll be planted in one place in Southern California and sell real estate for like 6 or 7 months out the year, right? And I'm like, and then the rest of the year, I just wanted to travel like the country with my kids in the RV. That was my plan. It was always my plan. I had great plans and great adventures, and I was going to document everything and take y'all along with me on the journey and all of that. Sorry. So that was my plan with my RV. That's why I sold my car to do that. But I went to the Los Angeles Film School, and I did it from my truck. And a lot of people wouldn't think that. But I did it all from my truck. I made music from my truck. That's why if you go to my artistry page at that girl Shanda, and you look at my videos where I'm singing my original songs, and you see the majority of the time I'm singing in a car or a truck, it's because that's where I made my music. COVID was prominent during that time. So they were pushing more for us to do class online. And so, which was great for me, right? Because what the hell, like I was limited in what I could do, you know? And while I was doing that, like there was like court hearings and stuff I was going to, and you know, with like, I was still in the process of doing the whole divorce thing and the child custody thing. Like it was a whole bunch of crap going on, right? It was a whole bunch of crap going on. And on top of that, all of that, on top of all of that, I was in school. I was in school twice because I had to go back to real estate school in order to get my real estate license for Southern California. That's a whole story in and of itself, okay? Because I was given the wrong advice. I was told that I could transfer my real estate license from Nevada to Southern California, which was total bullshit. That was bullshit. That wasn't true. I couldn't do that. I had to go to school all over again. So I was in double school. So I went to real estate school and I was in the Los Angeles Film School at the same time. So I was in double school on top of all of the different court hearings that I was doing via Zoom and all this other craziness that was going on. And I ended up graduating the same month, both of my schools, both of my studies. So I was like in and out of hotel rooms. And when I didn't want to pay for a hotel, I was in my Dodge Durango. You know what I mean? And then I'm just like, I want to travel with my kids and I have hope that I will find them and get them back. So let me get an RV. I had a free consultation with an attorney. She said that would be fine. So let me get an RV. So I sold my truck and got the RV. And now my RV got taken. You know what I mean? And it had like some of my kids' stuff in it and everything, like personal shit. You know what I mean? And it's like how much, like, I know I'm not the only person in this world that has experienced a lot of loss. You know what I mean? And I think that's what keeps me positive. It's like, I know that I'm not, how do you say it, y'all? I know I'm not, I know there's somebody out there that has it worse than me. There you go. I know there's somebody out there that has it worse than me. And so that's what keeps me positive. And also, you know, in hopes of finding my kids, because the ex ran off with my kids, hopes in finding my kids and, you know, getting back into real estate, selling houses. Believe it or not, like my license is hanging up in a brokerage right now. Literally, like if you Google my name, Shanda Armstrong, you will see the brokerage that I am attached to, that I'm still trying to get back to. The job that I'm at right now, it doesn't pay me enough to be able to pay my, you know, my real estate fees, which is like for the MLS, which is the broker association fee, and all these other fees and stuff. So I don't make enough to be able to get back into real estate. It takes money to make money. And right now I'm just not making enough. I did have another job, but like I said, they let me go due to discrimination. That's being worked on right now. So I've been applying to other jobs to get a second job and shit is just not popping. So, but I know that I'm supposed to work for myself anyway. You know how you just know some shit, right? Like I know I'm supposed to work for myself. I know I'm not supposed to work for other people because, you know, sometimes when you work for other people, they feel threatened by you, right? They're threatened by you. They're threatened by what you bring. They, you know, and I know I'm a valuable person. I know what I bring to the table. That's why I said anybody that I ever get into a relationship with, like they are going to be so blessed. And I feel that I would, you know, be equally as blessed. But yeah, they'd be so blessed, man. Like people have no idea, you know, like, and people get to know me and they, well, when they don't feel threatened by me, when they're not jealous of me, when they're not envious of me, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can let people know certain things about who you are and what you do, and they'll just get threatened by you. They'll just kind of look at you like who do you think you are? You know, and it's like, damn, I can't even have skills, gifts, abilities, and talents and shit without somebody looking at me like, well, who do you think you are? You know, and it can happen in your family. It can happen with friends. It can happen with anybody. It can happen with anybody. They'll just look at you like, oh, you think you're so smart. Oh, you think you're so talented. Oh, you think you're so gifted. Oh, you think, like, I get that shit from so many people. It's ridiculous. All my life. I'm different. I know I'm different. Before, I used to think it was a problem being different. Like, I used to think something was wrong with me because I was different, right? Now, I embrace that shit. I welcome it. I'm glad for it because it makes me uniquely who I am. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to be like anybody else. I love being myself. I love who I am. So, yeah, I have all these credentials and accolades. Yeah, I do. I do. And I'm in the situation that I'm in right now. Why? Got to look at the videos on this channel and put the dots together. And I promise you, it will blow your mind. It will absolutely blow your mind. But I'm not playing victim. I'm just moving forward the best way I know how. What happened to my house? Which house? The houses that I owned, I sold them. That's when I was in Nevada. I'm in Southern California now. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? No. You said I'm a lady in a bit hood. Maybe that's the Jersey in me. I don't know. That might be the Jersey in me. It's funny because I'll talk to my cousin, and my cousin, like she'll say stuff like, "Well, damn, the Jersey really came out of you." Like sometimes I can talk fast, and when I'm really passionate on things, my accent will come out really thick. Whether it's a Jersey accent, Spanish accent, I have different accents, and sometimes they just come out real strong. And my cousin be like, "Damn, your Jersey accent just came out real strong." So I don't know. You calling me hood? I guess I'm just who I am. I am not transgender. I'm not transgender. Oh my God. And I don't have to prove it to you either. I don't have to take off clothes and nothing to prove it to you. I am not transgender. I am all woman, baby. Believe me. Well, no, you don't have to believe me because I don't care if you believe me or not. I know who I am. Well said, good wisdom. Thank you. Greetings. Hi. We on Lock Nation. How you doing? Oh God, what does it say? I have a potty mouth? I didn't feel like I have a potty mouth. Look, I'm just being who I am. I'm talking. If you don't like it, skedaddle. Where are you now? Outside of my job. I'm dealing with that very same thing now with people who just want to hurt me. Yeah, a lot of us are. I was talking about Tina Turner's mom and how her mom just hurt her. Even her mom was dead and gone, and she was still, like, you heard the cracking in her voice when she was talking about it. I'm like, damn, that woman did a number on her. Like, it's sad. The internet, in my opinion, has ruined the lives of young people. I just think everything in moderation, because I see why the internet is necessary. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessary, but I see how it helps the world move. You know, because technology does nothing but help the world move faster. You know what I mean? And so I see the capabilities for it, but I also just feel like everything in moderation. Sometimes kids don't have people to tell them everything in moderation. Sometimes kids don't have the right people to tell them cut it off, or, you know. So I think that's what some of the problem is. Bonjour, c'est la France, lady. You are a soldier? Yeah, I call myself a warrior. A warrior, definitely. How have you been, by the way? I'm hanging in there, doing my best. Hanging in there as best I know how, you know. How are you? You're wearing the United Healthcare CEO killer outfit. You know what? You are not going to sit here and call me a killer, okay? I am not Luigi Mangione. First of all, I love his name. I just want to say that. Rest in peace to the guy that he murked. I don't feel he should have took, fate in his own hands and did that, And when I saw the mugshot, I said, who is this handsome man? And what in the hell did he do? What did he do? And then when I saw his name, I said, ooh, I like the name, Luigi Mangione. Mangione. So but I mean, He explained why he did what he did. He put out a manifesto. I actually put part of his manifesto on my community tab. So if you guys, after the live, head over to my community tab and you scroll down and you see Luigi Mangione and you see his manifesto, I have some of his manifesto on my community tab. I thought it'd be important to post it so people can kind of see where he was coming from, why he did what he did. People are saying mental illness. I don't think it's mental illness at all. I think he just took fate into his own hands, and a lot of people do that, and not saying that it's right, but a lot of people do that shit, I'm not even showing mine. You hate rich kids? Luigi Mangione is very affluent. That's interesting that you said that. His parents are wealthy, like names on the side of buildings wealthy, going to Ivy League schools wealthy. Like, he don't want for nothing. He will never want for anything. He got family members in the in government and Congress and everything. He will never want for anything. And a lot of people probably feel like this wealthy boy or man, young man, I think he's like 28, just ruined his life by murdering this CEO, which, y'all, I feel like he's not the only one, because when he got locked up, it was a bunch of posters that got posted around New York of a bunch of different CEOs' faces and saying that they was wanted, and what kind of wanted they talking about. And I'm like, well, if he locked up, who in the hell did he have? Who was posting these posters all around New York? And now the same thing is popping up in Oregon, Seattle. So it's like an East Coast, West Coast operation. And Luigi Mangione is very affluent, very, very, very wealthy. And money make things move. Money make people move too. So I think there's a whole operation going on. There's a lot of CEOs on guard right now. They're real nervous. And the police in New York is they on guard too. They on guard. So it's crazy. Did you hear that TikTok was going to be off the market soon? I did hear that because, okay, they want TikTok to sell the company to an American company because they feel like the Chinese company is breaching data and hacking into things they shouldn't be hacking into and stuff like that. So they want them to sell to an American company. And they said, if you sell to an American company, then TikTok will remain. Okay. And the Chinese owners that own it, they don't want to do that. So I guess it's going to be like a back and forth thing. Did y'all hear that President-elect Trump is suggesting that Canada and Mexico reemerges back to the United States of America, and he wants to make them both just states instead of countries? That's interesting. He said because we already pay Mexico like $300 billion in subsidies or something like that. Like, we basically give them money to help them produce products for America. So he's just like, well, let's just cut to the chase. And, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me because Mexico was, a part of America anyway at one point until the war happened. And then they, put the imaginary line up and said, you got to stay out. I mean, it really was. It was, and Mexico got really good stuff that they don't sell over here that I would actually like over here. I would. I don't know what y'all think about that. Hi, gorgeous. Jesus loves you. Hello. We will pray for you, dear. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Good prayers. I hope good prayers. Girl, please pray. Jesus is always by your side. Persevere in prayer. God bless you. Hola, habla español. Un poquito. Un poquito español. ¿Qué pasa? What is the status of air condition currently? Air condition? What you mean? The status of air conditioning? You mean where I'm at right now? It's actually pretty warm outside, if that's what you're talking about. I can pop you some pills. Oh, no, thank you. And it ain't had to be P. Diddy. Don't play like that. I don't play like that, especially with... You're delusional. Okay. Little Rock, Arkansas in here. Hey, Little Rock. What up, though? Shout out Brick City. Hey, Brick City. Hey, Newark, New Jersey. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. Good evening. Hello. What is the status of your condition as far as living condition? Well, I used to live where I worked. So I worked at the motel and I lived there for over a year and they kicked me out. So, and then a lot of people are saying like, oh, they should have did like a formal eviction because once you establish residency somewhere after 30 days, they're like, they have to do a formal eviction and da 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 da. Like they can't just put you out like that. I'm like, well, that's what they did. And then what's crazy is somebody told me today, they were like, oh, this person that was at this motel or something, they were there for over 30 days and they were there for a while and they got kicked out or something. And so the person got upset and sued them and won. I was like, oh, really? Somebody just told me that today. And he was like, yeah. He was like, now they changed the policy where they won't allow people to stay no more than like 3 days because they're nervous that, they'll get sued again or something like that. I was like, wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. So, I mean, if I wasn't kicked out, I wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in, right? And some people are like, oh, where's the humanity? How can they just kick you out and not care that you don't have, and then when I was there, I was getting like employee discounts and stuff like with the room rental and stuff. So I was getting employee discounts. So I was able to afford it and I had my other job and I was able to, balance it out or whatever. But when you get kicked out and you don't have anywhere to go, and then it leaves you bouncing back and forth between different hotels or whatever, and their rates, they're not giving you employee discount rates, right? They're not giving you the rates that you used to pay, and you're not even making enough to be able to pay certain things. So it leaves you in between, right? So it leaves you being short and not being able to pay, right? Basically, it leaves you short and not being able to make it until the next time you get paid is what I'm saying. And like I said, the fact that the part of my livelihood got taken with my other job because of discrimination, that screwed me up majorly. So, I kind of feel like I'm just kind of like this, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh, I just want to get back into real estate. And, oh, I just want to, freely create music and for artists. And, oh, God, like, I just want to get back to working for myself again. I want to get back to my online candle business. I want to get back to working for myself, because I loved it when I did that, But, it's a process. Sometimes, like I said, people put obstacles and boulders in your way that makes it difficult for you to be able to do that. Right. And I'm trying. It's not like I'm not trying. I'm out here working my ass off. You know what I mean? Like really trying. And I stay consistent with my YouTube page now. Like before I didn't. Like I started this YouTube channel a long time ago, but I never posted videos until October of 2021. And I was still kind of like, laxy with it or whatever. And I just got emboldened to just do lives and to keep doing lives and to keep producing content and even in the situation that I'm in, like I know some people think it's crazy. They're like, why do you keep doing this and you're in a screwed up situation? And I'm just like, well, why not? What else am I going to do? If I don't keep creating, what else am I going to do? Feel sorry for myself, beat myself up, be depressed, go and, do some bad things that I probably shouldn't be doing. This is productive. This is progressive. This is positive. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not hurting myself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're not doing something, if you're not channeling your energy in a positive way, then you're probably going to be channeling it in a negative way. And I just don't roll like that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. So the status of my living condition is, okay, I'm in between paychecks. So sometimes you just come up short. You ask people to help you or whatever, but sometimes people don't, and sometimes they won't. A lot of times I have been helped. Like if a person sees me, a lot of times they will help me, especially I'm around my job. So like they know me, right? So they're just like, Shanda, like, what's good? You okay? Or do you need help? Or do you want to come in the room? Or, so, but I don't, I don't normally like intruding on people like that. And I don't normally like burden, I'm just not like that. So I actually have a deal at this other place, at this other hotel. They're going to charge me like, I think like $40 for tonight. Um, I'm just short. I'm just short. So I did, reach out to some people and ask for some help. I don't know. But I have a Cash App. It's Shanda Lux. If anybody cares to Cash App, I think it's in my description, Shanda Lux or whatever. But we'll see what happens. I just roll with the punches because what can you do? I get paid on Friday. But I just roll with the punches because what else are you gonna do? I've been applying to jobs and I've been getting turned down and I've been, I know, but it's not my fault, that I got kicked out of where I was. That's not my fault. It is what it is. Good evening. Hi. Greetings from Maori. Why does that sound familiar? Where's Maori? Maori, that sounds so familiar to me. Is that in Hawaii? Maori, something like that. Perhaps we can talk soon. Okay, that'll be cool. NYC in the house. Hey, what's up, New York? New York was my stomping grounds for a long time. When New York was my stomping grounds, I worked at ABC News. I interned at Columbia Records, at Sony Music, and then it turned to Sony BMG. I interned at MTV Networks, and I partied in like damn near all the boroughs. Like New York was my stomping grounds. That's exactly what the Chinese are doing. What are they doing? What are the Chinese doing? But they are all part of North America. What are the Chinese doing? Wait, I missed that. What are they doing? I want to know. I like your insight. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening and taking the time to really listen. You know what I mean? To understand and all that stuff. I appreciate that. Thank you. America and the United States are not one and the same. That's interesting how you said it that way. That's pretty interesting. Yo, how do you do that? How I do what? How I do what? Hi from West Virginia. Hi, West Virginia. West Virginia in the house. NYC in the house. Who else was in the house? Maori's in the house. Y'all from all over the place. I have adult 8 ADHD and autism, but I'm not handicapped and I'm 20 and a Taurus and I have OCD too. Okay. You just wanted to share that with me? That's okay. You on here typing. If I wouldn't have been able to tell you had anything from your typing. You didn't even have to tell me all of that. Oh, he got a long beard. You didn't have to tell me all that. Wow, what part of Newark that I was born in? What do you mean what part of Newark? I couldn't tell you about. I couldn't even tell you. All I know is I was born in Beth Israel. I couldn't even tell you because most of my life was spent in South Orange, Maplewood, and Montclair. So those are like my real stomping grounds. I was just born in Newark. I didn't grow up in Newark. I was just born there. But I grew up in South Orange, Maplewood, Montclair. Can we be friends? It depends. It depends if you're a good friend, because I like good friends. I don't like bad friends. Huh? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you outside? Yes, I'm outside. New Jersey is like that. They will kick you to the curb in a minute. Yeah. No, I wasn't. Oh, was I in jail before? Child. Look at the video I have a video on this channel. That's all I'm going to say. Look at it. 30 days, then you have squatters' rights. 30 days. Well, I was there for over a year. I stayed in a storage facility for over 6 months until I could get back on my feet. Yeah. Did they know you were in there? Because they won't let you live in the storage facility. Did they know you were in there? I've heard this. I've seen this on the news where people were living in their storage units. People live in storage units. People live in their cars. People live where they, because you never know. Everybody has a story. That's why this channel is called, it was originally Everybody's Got a Story, but my name wasn't coming up. Like my channel wasn't coming up in the algorithm. I don't know. It was like somebody blocked my crap out. So I changed it to All Baddies Got a Story so that people could find me, because for some reason it was like somebody was stealing my channel, stealing my content, stealing whatever. So all baddies have a story. We all have stories, right? So you just never know. We all have stories, and our stories are equally important and interesting, right? I got a hell of a story. Yeah, I don't even know my whole story. You'll find out a lot of it if you look at some of the videos on this page, but even that doesn't tell everything. Like, I have stories. Do you hear me? I need to write books. I got shit to do, y'all. I got shit to do. I need to write books. I need to go and be a motivational speaker because I've been through a lot of shit. I can motivate a person and inspire people. That's why I do or have done a lot of my spoken word, which is on my artistry channel. A lot of my spoken word is very inspiring. You was in an orange jumpsuit before? Hell no. Hell no. 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 Jersey is rough. Certain parts, not all parts. Orange jumpsuit, been there, done that. You have? Not me, child. Can we be friends? Maybe if you're a good friend. Hey, you need to dial me up. Oh, yeah? Well, email me or something. Email me. Watch for drowns. What the hell is that? What is drowns? Shanda, dial me up. It's Shanda with an A. So you have to give me your number or whatever. Put your number in. Email me. Find me and send your number. Well, not find me because you're here. Like, I'm sure there's an email or something on this page. All you got to do is email me and tell me. Like, if you don't want to put your business, your phone number all out in the public or whatever, then find my email and email it to me. Send it to me privately. Like, you can find my email. But now you, yes. Ever since I got kicked out, yes. Hi from Virginia. What is your show about? Oh my goodness. We've been talking about a lot of stuff. It's been over an hour. You're going to have to go back and double check and see it. Curious, how long has it been since you've been to Vegas? It's been a minute because I used to go when I had my Dodge Durango because that was a really good car. And it took me about 4.5 hours to get there. So I used to go often with my Dodge Durango. But then when I sold my Dodge Durango and got the RV, I wasn't made aware that the brakes weren't really great. And so I couldn't travel too far with my RV because the brakes were bad. And I still had to get the brakes fixed, which I was working on and renovating it and everything. But, like I said, it got taken or whatever, stolen, whatever. So it's been a minute because I haven't had a way. Look at what's happening to me. You know what I mean? And what's happened. So I haven't had a way to, hi. So I haven't had a way to really move around. That's why I said I haven't seen my parents and, or whatever. I haven't seen them. And someone's like, oh, just go and see them. Like, it's so easy. It's really not that easy. It's not that easy. They're all the way on the other coast too. So my mother taught in Montclair for 35 years. Yeah. I went to Glenfield Middle in Montclair, and I went to Montclair High School for a little bit. And then I ended up in Orange High School, and that's where I graduated. I went to Kane University, graduated from Kane University, which y'all still need to send me my degree. Kane University in Union, New Jersey. I'm still waiting for y'all to send me my bachelor's degree. You have to send me my bachelor's degree. Okay. I got my degree from the Los Angeles Film School, but y'all, Kane, I'm waiting for my bachelor's degree to be sent to me. Major was broadcast communications. Just saying. I really would like my degree. Okay. I just had to get that out the way. And then, Kane, after you've seen everything that I've accomplished thus far, I would like to get an honorary doctorate degree in philosophy. Just putting it out there. I'm manifesting that, y'all. I always said that I was going to have my alma mater. Did I say that right? My alma mater bring me back to the school to speak to the students. And then while there, they were going to honor me with an honorary doctor's degree, PhD in philosophy, because baby, I am a philosopher. Oh, yes, I am. And if you listen to my podcast, you will realize that. If you go to my artistry page and listen to my spoken word, you will realize that. So I need an honorary doctorate in philosophy. Kane University, okay? After you give me my bachelor's degree. because I want that. I want that too. Okay. Just had to get that out the way in case anybody from Kane. Okay. I've been talking to a lot of people, emailing a lot of people. Mr. Worlds was one of them. I know he's not alive anymore. You know, may he rest in peace. But he was the one I was going back and forth with a lot about getting my degree, and maybe the reason why I didn't get it because he passed. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. I didn't think about that. But somebody else is supposed to step in and take over. Okay, anyway. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. Are you outside? Yes. Well, I used to know everybody in Montclair. Yeah? I used to go to school. I had French class with Christina Ricci when she was in her, she was filming Casper the Friendly Ghost when we were in French class together. So I was in French class with Christina Ricci, the Addams Family chick, Wednesday. She's cool chick. I went to school with Dave Tyree, the one that he made the NFL. He went to the Giants. He made it to the Giants in the NFL. Went to school with him. Me and him got into a fight. Yeah, we got into a fight. We got into a fight in class. We did. Because he kept messing with me, and I told him to leave me alone. You remember that, Dave? If you're watching, Dave Tyree? You remember that? Mm-hmm. We got into a fight in class. You were sitting behind me, and I told you to stop messing with my hair, and you wouldn't stop messing with my hair. You kept messing with my hair. So I turned around, and I punched you in the face. And he picked my ass up and flung me across the desk where we went at it. The teacher was like, stop. So that's my story with NFL Giants. What is he, a guard? What was he, a guard in the NFL Giants champion, Dave Tyree? That's my story about Dave Tyree. If he's watching this and he see it, he remember. Because he remember he flung my ass across the desk. I should have sued you. Okay, I'm off of that. I'm off of that. Now I think he married now. He got a gazillion kids. Child, my friend broke his heart. She broke his heart. I ain't gonna go into that. Or my ex-friend, whatever. I'm not going to, okay. How am I staying warm? It's actually warm outside. I'm actually pretty surprised because it's been really, really cold lately and it's warm. I don't know, maybe God was like, she gonna be outside right now. So let's just make it, just give her some heat. I'm just, I'm silly, y'all, okay? I really am. They could have watched the videos. I came in after the facility shut down for the day, but they had cameras everywhere. Got a gym membership for bathing every day. Oh, they could have watched the videos? So basically, they probably saw you and just left you alone. They probably was like, just leave him alone. At least he paying his storage fee. I mean, if he in there, but at least he paying it every month. Just leave him alone. Just let him do his thing. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They get memberships to the gym so that they can bathe and stuff. I'm grateful I haven't had to do anything like that because I stayed where I worked, Hey, forget the digital world. How can we correspond face to face? Well, where do you live? I'm in Southern California. Where do you live? Would you stay in jail or a house? What kind of question is that? Well, who would opt to be in jail over a house? Come on now, what are you talking about? I have nothing to hide. You have nothing to hide? Okay, well, I didn't say you did. Oh, because I said if you didn't want to put your public phone number on, online so everybody can see it. I'm not saying that you have anything to hide. Just, if you don't want to have a bunch of strange, random people, gotta check your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? Saw somebody walking past in the back there. If you don't want a bunch of, random people calling you, like, pranking you and stuff. That's all I was saying. I'll email you. Okay. Did you find my email or like information to be able to contact me? Like, I have my information everywhere, y'all. There's no way that you cannot find a way to email me or contact me. I'm pretty sure I have an email on this account, on this link. Or send me a comment or something. You look too good to be home. If I had $1 for every time I heard that, they're like, you don't bear the face, because it's normally not. I'm not like this all the time. I'm usually inside. If you look at all my videos and stuff, you'll see that I'm usually inside. Okay, it's just that I can't keep re-explaining myself, y'all. Y'all gonna have to rewind the video to understand to see what's going on. But thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I mean, you know, I don't think looks have to do with it, but I appreciate you saying that. Have a pond and they won't send them. You agree? What? What? Do you want to have kids or not? Do I want to have kids? I want to have more kids. Yes, I want to have more kids. I do, actually. I do. I feel like I've been robbed of mine. I feel like I've been robbed of my own kids, and I still want them back. I still want to find them, but I definitely feel like I've been robbed of my own kids. So, because they've been hidden from me. So one of my dreams is to definitely get pregnant again because I am very fertile and and still very young. And yeah, my doctor already warned me though. My doctor said, Shanda, if you get pregnant again, you're probably going to have another set of twins. I said, are you sure, doc? She said, mm-hmm. She's like, so just letting you know, if you get pregnant again. So I'm just letting anybody out there know that, you know, if we ever get together like that, you know, because I don't know who I'm going to end up with, but whoever I end up with, if you're watching me, you could be my potential future spouse, husband, whatever. I pop out twins, okay? And first lady. Do I want to have kids and be first lady? First lady of what? I could be first lady of the United States. Hands down. We already had a first lady that's a Capricorn. I know I'd be a hell of a first lady. Yes, I would. I would wear my beautiful dresses and have my hair slicked in a nice bun or a bob or whatever. And honey, yes, I would be who would I be inspired by? I don't know. I'm sure I would take inspiration from different first ladies, but I would definitely be my own kind of first lady, darling, let me tell you. Oh, yes. I went to Bloomfield High School. Yeah, I remember Bloomfield. I used to work in Clarimass Medical Hospital in Bloomfield for like over 2 years. I learned a lot working in that hospital, let me tell you. My brother and I used to have my phlebotomy license, y'all, my phlebotomy certificate where I could draw people's blood. I could still draw blood. I do a lot of stuff. I told y'all don't even know the half of the stuff that I do and have done. My brother and daughter graduated from Montclair High School. Oh, really? Like what year though? Montclair High School was so cool. It was like two schools. It was like the 9th grade one across the street and then the upperclassmen one across the other street. And they always had like bomb food. Like we had name brand food in our cafeteria, Subway, and you know, we had like name brand Pizza Hut. And I was like, well, damn, you don't see that in all schools. I'm just saying. Some schools you just get public lunch, and you know, Montclair, you know, we had Subway and Pizza Hut, and it was pretty dope. I enjoyed Montclair High. I really, really enjoyed living in Montclair. Hi from India. Hi. My mother graduated from Kane. She did? I had a good time at Kane. Subscribe. You subscribe? Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, y'all. To All Baddies Got a Story. Check out my other featured channels. Check out my podcast. Subscribe to the pod. I do lives every day. I didn't get a chance to do one yesterday because, like I said, I got, thrown off. I got distracted, but it was a good distraction because I met somebody and they were really, really cool. And it took me away from my usual, what I normally do, my usual routine. So it was interesting. So I didn't get a chance to do my live yesterday, but I was like, I definitely have to do my live today, even though, my situation, I'm like, I have to do my live today. You was in school with Wednesday Addams. Christina Ricci is her name. Yes, we were in French class together. We got some things in common. Yeah, for sure. Got my psychology degree by way of street vending and 2 years of homelessness. If you want it, can nothing stop you. If you want it, can't nothing stop you. Sometimes people get mad at you because you do more with less. How about that? And don't even know the struggle and everything you went through to get it. Like, got it just deep out the mud. And people still get mad at you. It's like, you don't know what the hell I just went through. to accomplish all this stuff. And you still looking at me like, who do you think you are? What you mean? Who do I think I am? Somebody that bust my ass to get and earn what I... Anyway, he was into you. Who was into me? Who was into me? My exercise routine includes running away from my running late and running my mouth nonstop. Oh, whatever. Is it acceptable to borrow money from your wife's boyfriend? Your wife's boyfriend? First of all, why your wife got a boyfriend? What are you doing wrong? You're not doing your job? And you saying it like you're all right with it. So do you have an open marriage? If y'all are cool like that, like basically if your wife can sit on the couch, you can sit on one side and her boyfriend can sit on the other side and y'all can Netflix and chill together, then yes, you can borrow money from her boyfriend. Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. Yes, you can. And I'm telling you this right now. Okay? Was you in a principal office? No, I was a really good student. Even the last time I went to, both my schools, the real estate and Los Angeles Film School, which they say the Los Angeles Film School is an advanced school or whatever, I was rocking them A's and B's. You couldn't tell me. You couldn't tell me. I got a story about, but I'm not going to get into it right now. You went to school with his Uncle Mark. Who's Uncle Mark? Hi, babe. Hi, Mr. Handsome. Oh, that's your name too, Mr. Handsome. Hi. I know the family. Okay. She caught the ball that won the Super Bowl that year. Oh, yeah? I mean, Tellmaker sucks. What? Do you know Greg Howard? Greg Holland? It sounds familiar. I don't know. It sounds familiar. Night. Sorry about the typo. It's okay. I love your sense of humor. I'm so silly. I am so silly. Y'all don't know the half of it. My mother always says, you're so goofy. I am. I'm silly. I mean, it's fun to laugh and have fun. Like, I'm a lighthearted person, Okay, let's do it. Do what? I was an apprentice construction laborer. Now I'm a journeyman, now learning day trading, transitioning to my next level. Awesome. Congratulations. Do you carry protection with you? Absolutely. Absolutely. And when I said, as soon as I said that, when I read that and I said it, it was a horn that beeped. Like, Do you know Aja Robinson? That sounds familiar too, that name. That name sounds familiar. Oh, what? And they're gonna stop with the oh, you know what? Somebody watching me on live, y'all, that they keep beeping on purpose. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, We Unlock Nation, for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's so sweet. I think that's my first Cash App during the live. That's my first Cash App during the live. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's my first Cash App during the live. That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you. And now that you did that, that's my way to be able to connect with you behind the scenes. Because now you're connected in a different way to me in the phone. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, that was so sweet. The question is, would you be my first lady? Who are you? Who are you? I need to know who you are. I can't just say I'm going to give myself to you and I don't know who you are. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Sounds nice, but I don't know who you are. You're not looking for scaries out there? Oh, I'm always looking around. Like I said, my Aunt Kim always told me, be aware of your surroundings. Just because I'm talking to y'all don't mean that I'm not aware of stuff. Trust me. Trust me. Vampire and shit? Who's a vampire? I live right down the street, a block away. Down the street from where? Me? Do you know where I am? Who are you? Who are you? Because some people do that sometimes. Like, they'll know. You know what? What did I roll over to? I don't know. My principal had paddle hanging. I love you know what? I have to tell you, I used to live down the street. I like you. I really hope we can stay in touch. Okay, you live down the street from where? Famous Richard just popped up on my thing on King David. He's so funny to me. He's so funny. You're welcome. Thank you. I'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you then. So you're going live? Okay. I still need to click We on Lock Nation. Okay. I'm going to subscribe. Yeah, what do you okay. Okay. Thank you. Again, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. But anyway, y'all, it's been an hour and a half, and I mean, not that I have anywhere, but it's been an hour and a half, and I don't know if I'm, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yes, please subscribe, y'all, to All Baddies Got a Story. If you're not subscribed, I go live every day, sometimes twice a day. And I also have a lot of interesting content on this channel. I also have other featured channels like my artistry page at That Girl Shanda. I have original spoken word over there. My spoken word, I narrate with my voice. The music that plays in the background, the music is composed by me. I have original songs over there that I wrote and I sing and perform on the page. I also sing other artist cover songs over there. So you should definitely check it out and subscribe. I also have a podcast with almost 300 episodes. The podcast link is in my profile. You should click to subscribe to that. I have a couple episodes from my podcast in the podcast playlist folder. So definitely check that out. If you vibe with it, subscribe to the pod. Like the video, share the video so that I can get out to other people to watch it. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all being here. I appreciate all of y'all feedback. I definitely appreciate you, We Unlock Nation, for Cash Apping me. I really appreciate that. It's very helpful. And I work tomorrow. So I'll more than likely go live when I'm at work. If I don't, then it'll be after work. Hi, howdy. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the night, the day, and all of that stuff goes. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We will see. I feel safe being on here with y'all because I feel like, you would be able to see things that I can't see. You know what I mean? So, but whatever. It is what it is. Thank you. Thank you. I am Dale Holland. I thought you could see my name. I see you. I see you, Dale. I see you. I see you. Thank you for being on here, Dale. Even though you keep saying that you close by, but I don't know how close you are. You don't see nothing but me? Oh, that's sweet. Y'all are not trying to make me blush on here, okay? That's really sweet. I appreciate y'all compliments. You make me smile more. What are y'all getting into tonight? I'm about to wrap it up and see what's going on. Hi, you're back. Where'd you go? Hi. What time is it? Oh, it's 9:25. Jeez. You're back off. Bye. Who keeps blocking you? Who's blocking you? Who's blocking you? What do you mean they keep blocking me? Who's blocking you? Dale? The Fed? Oh, that's not Dale. The Feds? How you know? Why would you say the Feds? And how would you know that's what's blocking him? Wait a minute, I don't got time. And you laughing. He's so... Child, you never know who watching though. You know what I'm saying? You never know who watching you online, and you never know who watching you around. So, hi. Oh Lord, here we go. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off. I can't be killing my battery and stuff. I have to figure out some things. I literally can't see anything but you on my screen, but yes, you are. I don't think frogs have hair. I don't think frogs have hair. Bye. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you mañana. God willing. Bye. Thanks for being here.